it off because we don't take it as offensive as what we should. And that is what's wrong. We need to start looking at all of them as if we were the stereotype that they are portraying. Feel what that person would feel. It all starts at home. We need to all battle it, whether it's in game, in real life. It needs to stop. And
absolutely. I mean, and definitely this discussion does need to start at home. I am going to go into the good book and go off in, where it says in the book of Proverbs that you raise a child up in the way he should go, and he will not depart from it. And I will not quote the Bible very often on here, but the truth of the matter is the parents, if your kids are going off and using racial language, it's time for you guys to go off and sit down with them. Because, I mean, this isn't acceptable. This wasn't acceptable, 10 years ago. This wasn't acceptable 20 years ago. When my parents were growing up, if you were using this language, you would be, dragged out, behind the house and get your ass whooped. So, I mean, we can't do that now, but, I mean, there's got to be, discussion on this.
Yes. There's not much more we can say on this subject. All I have really left to say is there's also another aspect of this that involves what we, we talk about and we deal with, especially for Comic-Cons, and that is cosplayers. And especially the female cosplayers who do dress up as male characters. And the most common thing said is, well, you shouldn't dress up as that because, that's a male character. Or, the males who want to dress up as a female character. I've dressed up as Tinkerbell, and it's not, an upsetting thing. It's people dress up as they choose to, and we need to accept what they feel comfortable in. Some of these cosplayers are the most phenomenal artists that, you can ever imagine. And for them to take a character and to put a different spin on it and show you something that you've never seen before is amazing.
No, absolutely. I mean, and that, of course, that brings up the whole issues of sexism in online gaming as well. A lot of girls being targeted.
So many times you play a game and there's a female on there, and I'm guilty of this sometimes. You're expecting a really easy prey. Very, very easy to kill them in the game, and they completely blow you out of the water. And it's amazing, how gaming has changed. There's a lot of good things in the gaming world.
Absolutely,
and,
there is.
We need to take that and keep the good and get rid of the bad.
So, I mean, if you guys are out there, if you are monitoring, video games, get your asses together. Get your head in the game, boys, and go off, and girls, and whatevers, and just go off.
The ogres at Tap for Fun.
Ogres at Tap for Fun. We are looking at you when we were saying this. No, we're not actually, because, we're in the studio.
Oh, I've blown up their mail.
Yeah, I know you have.
Over the last, I'd say, hour or so, countless people in the game have messaged them demanding a response, and we will get a response or we will go away angry. So we're going to take a quick music break, and we are going to come back into...
bless your heart.
...into remakes of TV shows that have either A, come out this season, or B, yet to come. Enjoy our music, and we will be right back on a much lighter note. Hey guys, welcome back to the CaptFizz and Masked Guy show. That was a really, really tough segment for all of us, but we're we've come back. We're smiling. We've had, some drink, and mine apparently ran away, but that's okay. Hey, I found it. It's between my legs.
So I'm not touching that.
I don't want you to touch that. So we're going to talk about remakes of TV shows that are, coming out this year. And I think the one that people are really talking about, and by people, I don't mean me. Personally, I'm kind of clueless on this whole TV show coming back, and I really don't think it's a great idea. Fuller House. Yeah, that's a tongueful.
Fuller House.
Fuller House.
And this is sort of a spin-off of the classic 1990s sitcom, which probably one of the last true wholesome sitcoms. Of course, Full House.
Before the Olsen twins became really, really crazy people.
No, I said wholesome.
Yes.
Which is kind of hilarious because
it's
anybody who's ever seen Bob Saget's stand-up routine knows that there's nothing wholesome about Bob Saget himself.
And wholesome is stuff you will never find on this show.
I don't know.
We're not wholesome.
It kind of sneaks in here every once in a while. I mean, we're both dads, so every once in a while we go off and say something wholesome.
I think it was 1966 the last time we said something wholesome on air. Yes, yeah, 1966.
1966 as he's chugging back on his Dr. Pepper.
The Dr. Pepper was chugging back on me. So, yes. Fuller House will obviously not have the Olsen twins. It is going to focus on one of the other sisters who
it goes off and it centers around DJ Tanner, played by Candace Cameron. And what it pretty much is that her sister, Stephanie, I think it is, and her best friend who used to drive her dad and uncles crazy, Kimmy Gibbler, whatever the heck her name was.
Kimmy, I think.
It's kind of almost the opposite is where she is now her husband has died or left. She's now raising her 3 sons along with her sister and her best friend. And every once in a while, we'll probably see some of the other, you'll see Bob Saget and Dave Coulier and John Stamos, all, and a couple of other of the alumni from the show, all, come.
Except for the Olsen twins.
Except for the Olsen twins, who I don't even think have been asked to come back. I think.
Would you ask them to come back? They were such huge stars in the original. Do you really want them to come back to?
They were they really were, the standout stars of that show. I mean, they stole the show.
Yes, and that's why they don't want them to come back, because they're going to steal the show again in a not-so-good way.
Yeah, I mean, it would be nothing but bad publicity for them, considering that ever since the Olsen twins were old enough to figure out that you can stick your finger down your throat, and that's about as far as I'm going to go there.
Yes, because that's the only thing they figured out how to stick down their throat.
I'm not going to touch that.
Okay, well, the next one, which I don't think we're going to touch either, because it's going to be, broadcast on Fox, which we all know Fox puts out crap, is the Minority Report.
Okay, first off, Minority Report. This isn't anything new. Minority Report came out last fall.
I ignored last fall.
And I went off, watched the first 2 episodes of it. I thought, okay, this is garbage. And I stopped watching it. From what I understand, it's still a kind of a popular show. Correct me if I'm wrong, universe. Am I right about this? Is this show still on the air? Does anyone else care? I certainly don't. Now, excuse me, I gotta go cough and have a drink, so...
Yes, the other one that is, I've been starting to kind of, sort of watch, and then I completely stopped watching it because they fireflied it, is the X-Files.
Okay, no. I want you to explain
wait. Before we continue, I have a report that Minority Report sucks A.
And who told you this?
Darth Balls. Yes. The new Sith Lord Darth Balls says Minority Report sucks.
Darth, may the Force be with you, and thank you.
Yes, so the next one is X-Files, which has been fireflied.
Okay, again, what do you mean by firefly?
The definition of fireflied is where they release the season in completely screwed up order. So in this case, episode 2 was episode 5, which automatically means we know how the season ends before the season even starts. Which means I no longer have to watch the show, so I no longer care.
Okay, because I'm kind of mad because I did go off and record the first 2 episodes.
But football screwed it up.
I don't know. My PVR was supposed to record both episodes. I don't know what happened to those 2 episodes.
And
so I haven't watched this last episode because I'm a little pissed off because I thought, oh god, I don't want to go off and watch a show.
Yours may have been a technological error, but majority of people, myself included, had an issue that we failed to acknowledge that football was on that day, and people, watch football more than they watch a washed-up show about an even better show. So football ran too long, so we lost the last hour or so of X-Files. Excuse-moi. X-Files.
That's it. You're not allowed to drink Dr. Pepper on the air.
I'm not allowed to drink, period, on the air. So we lost the last hour. I had to download it. All that effort to download it was not worth it.
Really? Okay.
It is a really good concept. I like the fact that they bring back the X-Files with the same old characters, but, it's, they're just trying way too much to be like the original, but yet at the same point deviate from it. So I don't know. And yes, Firefly was awesome. Firefly should be on air, and Serenity kind of sucked.
You will not hear us at any point ever say that Firefly sucked. Firefly was one of the greatest shows that Joss Whedon ever created, and it is a travesty that show got canceled after 13 episodes.
That is because they fireflied it.
I don't care if they fireflied it.
If they put it out in the proper order, fans would still be watching
Fans are still watching that show.
Yes.
Fans are going off and having freaking conventions. They're going around and wearing the damn toque.
But they did not watch it on the network because of the stupidity of the network to release it in the wrong order.
No, they went off and didn't watch it because it was on Fox. The only things that are good on Fox
are strippers and hookers. Strippers and hookers.
I was going to say their cartoon lineup, in particular The Simpsons.
Which is overdone, overblown, and needs to quit.
Considering how long ago the Firefly was on the air, yes.
Firefly needs to come back. I say we email Whedon, religiously every hour, on the hour, for the next 27 years until he brings back Firefly. And then we tell Fox to go kiss my butt.
Considering that a lot of the actors and actresses have now moved on to do other things.
I don't care. Bring them back.
Including, Castle.
Castle sucks. Firefly better. Screw Castle.
Don't tell Nathan Fillion that, man.
Screw Castle. Bring back Firefly. So anyways, the next one, which I have yet to see, and I'm really upset that I haven't, and I've been too stupid and ignorant to download it, is Ash vs. Evil Dead, which apparently is really funny and really great. And I have to see it because it's evil and it's Ash, and why am I hitting myself?
Come on. It's got Bruce Campbell in it, so it's going to be good.
Absolutely.
And it's got Lucy Lawless from Xena fame in there as well, and she is just absolutely hilarious.
Anytime you see Lucy Lawless, I start drooling. I'm sorry, that's like...
You know what, she's, it's been many years since Xena the Warrior Princess went off the air, and she's still a very beautiful woman.
Wait, Xena left the air? God, I still have dreams about that.
Hey, it's in syndication somewhere today, so if you look hard enough.
A warrior in leather costume fighting people, I'm in. I'm in. Hands down. Next one, Heroes Reborn, which...
okay, I have about 7 episodes of Heroes Reborn on my PVR right now, and I have no intention of going back and watching it.